So again, good morning and good evening for everyone dialing in. I'm gonna kick this call off right now, and but before I do, I'll just briefly introduce myself so we're not complete strangers. So I'm currently here back on Orange County, California. My background prior to working in this industry, I've been working in the Korean entertainment industry for the last 10 to 12 years, and being a CEO, being a content producer, I saw the rise of K-pop for the last 10, 12, 13 years. I remember when I first got involved in the industry, K-pop wasn't that popular. I'm sure many of you today know about K-pop and you heard about BTS and Blackpink and how big the K-pop fandom became. But when I first got started, not many people knew about K-pop. Not many knew about K-dramas. And I was just getting started off in the industry. But because of timing and because of getting with my connections and network, I was able to build a large entertainment company here in North America. And we produced some of the biggest K-pop concerts and worked with the biggest K-pop celebrities in the entire world. And as I was running the company for the last 10, 12, 13 years, I get a phone call about 2 years ago from a good friend of mine named Danny Bay, who's is a mega entrepreneur, very successful individual, and he gave me a call. He said, "Steve, this company Riemann is about to open up in America. You should take a look into this company." Of course, the first question I asked him was, "What kind of company is Riemann?" He said it's a K beauty skincare company. I laughed in the beginning because he's a guy, I'm a guy. Him telling me about K beauty and skincare, I was cracking up and joking up because, obviously I knew that K beauty and skincare, most people in this industry were mostly women. But when he told me this was the number one company in South Korea, that caught my attention. I got curious. I got curious to finding out, how did this company go number one? Why did they go number one? What's so special about the products, right? And lastly, I had a light bulb that went off and said, is there an opportunity available with this company? Because if they're number one in South Korea and they're just about to come into America, I said, hey, this could be a great business opportunity for me to get involved. Even though that I was a guy, even though I didn't come from a skincare background, I knew one thing. I knew the interest and growth of K beauty has been at an all-time high, and it's only growing. And the fact that so many people today love Korean skincare, and so many people today want to look younger and better, I saw this, of course, as a great business opportunity to get started with the company. So I got started with Rima within a very short period of time. So many people love the products, and that helped me get to where I am today. And now, fortunately, after a year and a half of business, I became a national director, which is the highest position for Riemann. And now we're actually helping many people, just like yourself, get into that position as well. So let me share with you guys what was shared to me about 2 years ago when I first saw Riemann at the very, very beginning stages. And this is what I was first told, Riemann, they started in South Korea in 2018. So right now, it's already been a 7-year-old company. But what was very impressive was that in a very short period of time, in the first 4 to 5 years, we did over $2.5 billion in revenue in 5 years, actually. And we became the number one brand in South Korea, which is a pretty big deal because there are thousands of brands in South Korea. On top of that, we sold 40 million bottles in South Korea, just in South Korea alone. And did you guys know that South Korea's population is 50 million people? So to have sold 40 million bottles in one country alone, that's a big number. And at the same time, we launched in North America just about 2 years ago, March 18th of 2023. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary, and we also opened up in Taiwan and Hong Kong. And this month, of course, we're getting ready for Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, all within the next few weeks. Our company, for North America, since there's a lot of interest in America, we actually even bought a building in Irvine, California. We purchased a $16-17 million building right here in Orange County to be the flagship for the North American market. On top of that, we did a lot of advertising in Las Vegas, New York City, Times Square, on the billboards, everywhere, all over TV in South Korea, all over the shopping centers in South Korea. So we also focus on marketing and branding. And if you look at the picture in the bottom right, that was a picture just last month, okay? 3,000 plus people attended our 2-year anniversary event convention in Las Vegas. And I remember when I first came into Riemann at the very beginning stages, when there were just a handful of us, but we saw the big vision of this company. And now today, 3,000 plus people attended that first convention, and that was just only within 2 years. And guess what's going to happen? We have another one coming up this year. Which is going to be about 5,000 to 6,000 people. And at the same time, we're only growing every month and every year is going rapidly fast right now, right? So it's very exciting to see a company grow so fast, and there's so much interest with our company and products. Also, here are our brands. So we have ICD, which is our skincare line, Lab, which is our hair care and body care line, and Lifening, which is our inner beauty line. So these are our three main brands that we focus on. And I want to share with you today how our company went #1 in South Korea. See, when I heard about this story, I was pretty impressed. I didn't know about Centella asiatica, okay? That was all new to me, right? Pyeongpro plant. This was all new to me as well. But let me explain to you how this all happened, okay? So there's a plant called Centella asiatica in English, and in Korean it's called Pyeongpro. Centella is a very popular plant that's used in skincare brands today. So if you look at many skincare products, you may see the ingredient Centella. However, this plant is usually grown in different parts of the world where they actually mass produce it and they put it into a dried form, and they obviously ship it out to put it into a skincare product. The problem is that when you put it into a dried form, it loses its actual value of all the nutrients that's in the centella plant. But also, many of these times, it's being shipped out from Indonesia, Madagascar, where there's a lot of pesticides. But what the owner did was pretty unique, okay? What the owner did was we took this plant and we actually fed it with a very special mineral water from Jeju Island, South Korea. And when we fed the plant with this water, the plant will actually grow 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 times larger than its average size. So guess what happened, right? It actually enhanced the ingredients, meaning for collagen reproduction, collagen support, hydration, right? Polyphenols, all this stuff that's good for your skin, it actually increased the levels. So since we created this plan, guess what the Korean government did? They gave us a 20-year exclusivity to use the water from Jeju Island, South Korea. Now, some of you have been to Korea, some of you have not been to Korea, but Jeju Island is a very beautiful island, okay? It's pretty much the Hawaii of South Korea. I've been there a few times. I was just there a few days ago. And on the eastern side of the island, the Korean government, not our company, but the Korean government 15 years ago, they found the mineral water that was in the bedrocks of the Jeju Island. So it's pretty much volcanic mineral water filled with, filled with minerals, okay? And most people don't know this, but most skincare brands today use this distilled water for creating their formulas, okay? And distilled water just means that it's dead water. It doesn't have any minerals, okay? But this water has a lot of minerals, okay? And it's only found in 3 other places in the world today, Japan, Spain, and Hawaii. But the other locations, you can't use it for skincare due to contamination or too deep underground, or there's too much sand. But here, this is only about 130 meters deep. So they gave us a 20-year exclusive contract to use this water, and no one else can use it for this plant, okay? So we have an exclusivity in this water. We grew this plant. Now we registered a new plant called Giant Pyeongpro. We have about 17 and a half years left on this exclusivity. But not only do we have this plant and water, we also have a specific delivery system that allows the ingredients and the molecules and the products to go into your deepest layers of your skin. See, the owners, they realize one thing. They realize that most skincare products today only go on the surface of the skin. It doesn't actually penetrate into your deepest layers, right? Think about this, right? When you put on any skincare product today and you put it onto your face, right? Obviously, you massage it in there, but it doesn't actually go into your deepest layer. Because why? Our skin is waterproof. It's the same thing when you take a shower and you come out of the shower. We don't gain weight from after taking a shower because why? The water does not go through our bodies, right? But there's a technology called nano liposomal technology where we have a patent on this, okay? Where we created a patent technology allowing our skincare products to be able to go into your deepest layers through a microfluidizer process, which creates these nano liposomes, right? It's pretty much a very expensive delivery system allowing the products to go into your deepest layers below the epidermis, right? So guess what happened? Once people started using our products, people didn't have to wait 3 months, 6 months, 9 months to see results. People were seeing it on a one-time use, 2 times use. The first 7 days, the first 2 weeks, the first 30 days, people were seeing results. And that's how our company in 3 years went #1 in South Korea. Think about this. Imagine you went to South Korea and you started your own skincare brand. And imagine trying to go #1 in 3 years, competing against the best of the best in the entire world. How difficult is that, right? Super difficult. But this company sold 40 million bottles, 2.5 billion US dollars in 5 years, right? This is like record-breaking type of numbers. And the only reason why some of you today on the call never heard about us is because we didn't expand internationally until only 2 years ago. See, prior to that, it was COVID and a lot of things happening. So we didn't expand out of South Korea. But just 2 years ago, we started bringing this into North America. And now people are hearing about this. But this best kept secret, guys, is now getting out in the world. And once more and more people hear about this and more people hear about us, we're going to even explode today. Because why? Today, people are looking for what? Good results. They're looking for products that are effective. They're looking for clean ingredients. And at the same time, they're looking for affordable luxury to use today, right? So here we have it all. And at the same time, we have no competition. Every other skincare brand today uses very similar ingredients, okay? Nobody has Giant Pyeongpoo. Nobody has Giant Centella. Nobody has this Jeju lava water. Nobody has our patent technology to deliver the products into your deepest layers. I mean, just this alone, this story enough is good enough for people to get involved. That's how good our company is. But let's move forward and let's talk about the Riman campus that's in Jeju Island, South Korea. So we actually have a farm, 150,000 square feet farm where we actually grow and harvest the plants. And we're the only company in the world today that actually cultivates and researches Giant Pyeongpoo in a smart farm as well. We also have a place called Riman Village, which is also in Jeju Island, South Korea. Our owners built a 9-villa resort. This place is beautiful. Was just there a few days ago as well. Here they have their own spa, their own coffee shop, their pool, their jacuzzis. I mean, it's an amazing place. What the owners created the spot because they can send individuals that work with us to here on a vacation. So once you qualify, you can actually attend
Jeju Island.
You can attend the Riman Village as well. And here's our recent company video our company made recently, showcasing Jeju Island as well as our product as well.
Different. Elevated to its full potential. The world's first and only smart farm for Pyeongpool. Introducing the first of its kind, Giant Pyeongpool. Infused with Jeju Lava Energy Water, a powerhouse of intense hydration and radiant vitality. Experience the legendary glow and lifting effect of K-Beauty.
And so ICD line, and ICD stands for In Cellular Dermatology. And our three things that we focus on is proper cleansing, proper hydration, and proper protection. These three are the only things you want to focus on for skincare. A lot of times, people don't actually cleanse their face properly. But we focus on what's called double cleansing. Yes, using 2 cleansers, okay? We have an oil cleanser, right? So if some of you are using makeup, you use the oil cleanser because that's going to actually remove the makeup. You can emulsify and actually use it properly to really help you take all that gunk off your face. But number 2, we have a snow enzyme cleanser as well, that once you put the enzyme cleanser or the powder cleanser, it actually has so many great ingredients in there that actually kills all the dead skin and actually really cleanses out your skin super well. So every time when people start using our products, just on the cleansers alone, they're blown away. Just using the cleansers only, they're like, oh my goodness, the cleanser made their skin feel amazing even before they use any of the product as well. So if you haven't tried the products out, start with the cleansers. You're going to see how amazing our cleansers are. On top of that, of course, our patent ingredients allow you to, of course, have not only glowy, dewy skin, but it also gives you a lifting effect. So I know a lot of times, a lot of ladies, as we get older, the skin started sagging, you start getting more wrinkles, and of course, that's normal. But when you start using a product such as the booster, it's going to actually tighten your skin, also give you a lifting effect as well. So not only do you get the dewy, glowy, healthy look, but you also get your skin to be a little bit more tighter and at the same time hydrated as well. And with our clinical studies, just using it for just about 2 weeks, your skin moisture level increases by 28% just by using our skincare line. And here, we're also launching our K-Beauty ICD makeup line April 16th. April 16th is just 2 days away, guys. People are ecstatic about this launching in 2 days. I mean, people right now are getting pre-orders, telling everyone about it because, all the testimonials I've heard already so far with people using our makeup line, they're saying the fact that they use clean ingredients, right? The fact that we have the Pyeongpoo extract, that plant, also in this product as well, The fact that you can also, once you apply these products, your face, your skin looks like you're not even wearing makeup. It looks like it's just all natural. And many people that have mature skin are truly loving our skincare line because it's not that heavy. It goes right on your skin very easily as well. And the fact that it uses such clean ingredients as well. This is what they said. They said they've never seen a makeup line like ours. Never seen it. And guess what? For the very first time, this is launching in 2 days. And you can't buy this anywhere. You can't buy this online in any store worldwide. It's launching in 5 countries all the same time, April 16th. And you will be the first one to go out there and market this makeup line. So how amazing is that? It's like you selling iPhone for the very first time before iPhone ever first came out, but with the #1 company, right? So this is pretty amazing. That's happened in just 2 days. We also have our hair care and body care line called Botolab. Botolab stands for Botanical Laboratory, and this product line is very unique because we actually have our own patented ingredient called Deserticola, which is known as the miracle of the desert, right? And guess what we have here? It's also another patented ingredient that has these this lowlights, which actually supports healthy hair density and your scalp nourishment as well. So a lot of times when people start using our products, the hair care products especially, they've seen their scalp becoming more moisturized. They've seen their hair roots becoming stronger as well. And many people have seen less hair falling out now by using this product as well. And we actually have clinical studies done in South Korea where actually we tested people using the products on a one-time basis, on a 4-week basis, and they've seen all improvements using our hair care product as well. So a great hair care shampoo, conditioner, and of course a hair serum. And we also have a body wash and a body lotion, of course, that's also amazing as well. Third and final brand is our Inner Beauty products, okay? Here we have a Deep Talk Plus, which is for your gut health. It comes in a small little packet. You just open it up, you swallow this water. These small little pellets, they expand 40 times larger in your stomach. And what happens is everything, it cleanses out your entire intestinal wall. So literally the next day or two, when you're using the restroom, you're going to like be blown away because everything just gets flushed out of your system. And a lot of people don't know this, but your actual gut affects your skin, your gut affects your brain, your gut affects a lot of things in your body today, right? And as we get older, our bodies lose the enzymes that breaks down the toxins that come in on a daily basis. So when you add a Detox Plus, not only are you adding fiber, it's a soluble fiber, but you're also adding enzymes back into your body that can fight the toxins that comes into your body every single day. So if you are focused on, being health conscious, if you focus on, of course, trying to repel all these toxins that come into your body, you definitely want to take the Detox Plus. Next, we also have the Beauty Collagen EX, which of course is a collagen drink. It's a fish hydrolyzed collagen, low molecular collagen peptides, which actually absorbs into your body right away, right? And that's what I love about a collagen is because, there's a lot of collagen out there. There's meat collagen, there's powder collagen, and different collagen sources from different locations. But here is one of the highest quality collagens. But not only that, it actually absorbs into your body right away. And it has a pomegranate blueberry flavor as well. So it's delicious. And it also has biotin, hyaluronic acid, wheat ceramides, which of course is great for your hair, your nails, your skin, your eyes. All that is, of course, great using the Collagen EX. And of course, another popular nutritional line for our company, right? So I just went over with you guys all the products as well as the company background. Let's talk about the business. Let's talk about the compensation plan. Let's talk about how you can start earning money with our company. So Reemon, we don't do the traditional way of doing business where we contact a local retail store, where we work with wholesalers and distributors, because doing that model, there's too many middlemen in between that we have to pay out. Our model is we are a high margin distribution business model where we allow individuals like you and I to partner with us, and we can go out there and market and sell the products in 3 different channels. The first channel is online. Our company will provide you with your own website, your own links, where customers can just shop on your website, purchase the products. We take care of all the shipping and we take care of all the accounting as well. And you can also build out your own custom website name. Like for example, my website name is steve.reemon.com. It's so easy, right? And people go to my website, they buy the products, company handles all the shipping, company handles the customer service, company handles all the accounting, company handles all your IT and commissions and everything. You don't have to worry about any of that. Imagine you have to pay for all those costs. We have all those costs built in. You don't have to worry about that, okay? Number 2, if some of you are content creators or some of you guys are in social media, you guys can create videos and content and upload your links and have people buy through your links through TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, any platform, you could sell your products through your links as well. Number 2 is retail shops, okay? If you are a business owner, you can also sign up as a distributor. You can sign up, you can buy the products, and you can also sell the products in your business as well. If you know a business owner, you could refer this to a business owner, and the business owner can sign up. But here's the best part. If you refer the business owner, every time that business owner buys products, you get paid on that. Not once, but every time they purchase, okay? So think about this. All of us go to a hair salon, right? All of us have no hairstylist. All of us been to maybe a spa before, or med spa before. Maybe some of you got facials before. Introduce the product to them, let them try the products, and if they like it, they can sign up and you can get paid every time they purchase products. Number 3 is customers. Anyone you know today that has skin, which everybody has skin, can become a customer, right? Anyone that uses shampoo, which I'm sure everyone does, can become a customer. Anyone out there that uses body wash, I'm sure everyone uses body wash or body lotion, right? Hopefully, right? So think about how many people can become a customer. Everybody, right? So, and guess what? They can sign up for a free customer account, and every time they purchase, they can earn reward points, they can get savings. We have customer loyalty programs for our customers, right? So it's the same thing when you go into a Sephora, an Ulta Beauty, or any business, any store today. Starbucks, your airlines, your credit cards, they all give you points. We have a point program for our customers as well. Now let's take a look at our compensation plan and share with you how you get paid in the company, okay? So right now our company has a promotion where it's free to sign up if you live in the United States, but normally it's only about $20 for the year, okay? So obviously it doesn't cost much to get started, but right now we have a promotion to the end of the month where it's free to sign up. If you live in Canada, it's free. When we open up in Mexico this month, it's free. Malaysia, Singapore, it's all free. Hong Kong, Taiwan, everywhere is free right now to sign up, okay? As soon as you sign up, which just takes 2 minutes online to sign up, you'll get your own account and you start automatically at the first position where it's called planner, and you earn a 10% commission. Meaning, if you go out there and get a customer and they buy a product, you earn 10%. Anything that you personally purchase yourself, you get a 10% in rebate, okay? Very simple. And there is no requirement on you having to buy products. There are no requirements on any sales quotas. There's no any monthly fees. There's no monthly purchase requirements. There's no monthly recruiting requirements, nothing like that at all, okay? So if you get started with us, and let's say you didn't do nothing for 6 months, nobody cares. It's an easy entry position for anybody to get started with us and earn 10%. But let's say you start using the product and you're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And you start referring to other people. Hey, check out this K-Beauty product. Someone comes to you, they say, why is your face glowing and dewy? What are you using? And then they start asking you about the products. And now people start buying it. And now, guess what happened? You start getting some sales. If you just do 1,000 a month SP for 3 months straight, for a total of 3,000 SP in revenue, you become a manager. Now, what are SP? SP is calculated by 90% on the dollar. So 1,000 SP is about $1,100. That's it for the month. You can do this in 3 months. You can do this in 2 months. You can do it in 1 month. It's up to you on how fast you want to go. But you can use all your customer sales, your personal sales, total amount of sales, 3,000 SP within 3 months. Your status jumps up to a manager, and now you're at a 20% base commission, and you could make up to 30% just by having a little bit more customers, okay? Now, next position is called senior manager, where now you can earn 30 to 40% in commission just by going out there and doing 2,000 SP a month for 3 months straight. Now, once again, you can do this in 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, 1 week. It all depends how fast you want to go. For me personally, I started as senior manager on day 1. Yes, some people can start on senior manager day 1, and that's only because so many people wanted to buy the products. I knew the products were good, right? And I wanted to get a big discount on my products. So guess what I did? I started as senior manager day 1. I got 20% back of the total BP purchase back in my pocket. Plus, you know, on your first month, there's a lot of free promotions and free products they give you, like additional 500,000, 2,000 worth of free products. So for me, thinking business-wise, okay, I want to get a big discount. I want to get the biggest margin on day 1. And if I can get a bunch of free products to give out as samples, I'm in, right? That's why I started as senior manager. But it's up to you where you want to start. You can start a planner, you can start a manager, you can start a senior manager. And here's the best part. Once you achieve the position of manager or senior manager, you don't have to do the 3,000 or 6,000 again. You only got to do it 1 time, and your position is locked in for life, meaning you have a lifetime discount, a lifetime commission of 20, 30, or 30, 40%. Which is pretty amazing, because a lot of times in other companies, after you hit a status, you got to keep on buying, you got to keep on selling. Here, once you achieve the positions, let's say you don't do nothing for 6 months. You don't have any sales for 6 months. your position doesn't go backwards. You're still locked in at the higher positions and you're locked in for life. So think about this. It's a lifetime discount, a lifetime commission tier for manager and senior manager, okay? Now, let's say you're saying, hey, Steve, this is great. How can I make even more money? How can I get even higher tiers? How can I potentially make a six-figure or multiple six-figure income with this company? And here is the answer. As long as you become a team leader, now you have the potential to earn six figures and multiple six figures at the team leader position. Team leader is very simple. All you need to do is have 10,000 SP a month for 5 months straight for a total of 50,000 SP. But here's the best part. You're not going to be doing this by yourself. You need at least 3 senior managers plus yourself minimum and a total of 50,000 in points in 5 months. Can you have more than 3 SMs? Of course, you could have 4 or 5. It's up to you how many people you want to work with, how many customers you guys want to get. But as long as you do the 50,000 in points within 5 months, you become a team leader. Now your retail commissions goes from 40% up to 50%. Meaning, think about this. Every customer order you get, imagine earning 50% of that. If someone spends $300, that's $150. If someone spends $1,000, that's $500, close to $500. So it's a lot of money at team leader. And we have team leaders today making great income, okay? And of course, every income and every person is different. Of course, I can't guarantee that you're going to be all making six figures, multiple six figures, but the potential is there. The availability is there. Even a guy like me that doesn't come from a skincare or beauty background, when I first started, as I mentioned, I started as senior manager on day 1. And all I did was this. I just shared the products with as many people as possible. I had about 50 people try the products. Out of the 50 people that tried the products, many ladies loved it. And guess what they did? They said, Steve, there's an opportunity available. I want in as well. And if they can get a discount on the initial order, guess what they did? Many people joined as senior manager. I had about 5, 6 people that joined as senior manager in my first 7 days. Then I had like 5, 6, 7 people that joined as a manager, and another 20, 30 people that joined as a planner. So that generated me over 80,000 in points in my first 2 weeks. And I became a team leader in my first 7 days. My paycheck generated over a 5-figure paycheck my first 7 days, and I became a team leader. And then the next position is called director, okay? Director is an amazing position because starting at director, not only do you get paid for what you do or what your team does, you start getting paid from what the company does in general in the entire global content and sales. So the company says this: everything happening in the United States, everything happening in Canada, everything happening in Mexico, we'll take 1% of the entire North America content and sales, and we'll split that with all the directors and higher. So once you become a director, you start getting a revenue share on top of your monthly income, right? Which is nice, which is a nice chunk of change that comes in every single 30 days. And to become a director is very simple. 100,000 SP a month for 6 months straight, for a total of 600,000 SP in 6 months. Plus, you need to have at least minimum 3 team leaders in your team. Company gives you 6 months to do it. Do you know for me, I did it in 3 months. I did 600,000 SP in 3 months. Very simple. All I did was go out there and help a lot of people become a team leader. That's a secret to this business. All you got to do is go out there and help other people reach their goals as a team leader, and you automatically get promoted to a director. So I had about 10 to 12 people that became a team leader, and automatically I became a director. So that's how I became a director, and that's how I became also a senior director. And now today, I became a national director with this company, which is the highest position in the company. So a guy like me, that's, not in skincare, not in beauty, I'm not an esthetician, didn't go to beauty school, right? I'm not a woman, can still come to this company and go to the highest position in the company. What does that show you? It shows you that it is possible for everybody else, right? But here's the best part. Not only is it possible for you, you get to get mentored and coached by someone like myself that can teach you how to do it. Can we all agree one thing? If I never became a national director, I can't teach you how to become a national director, right? True or not true? If I'm only a planner today, I can't teach you how to become a team leader. I could only teach you something that I've done before. It's the same thing as you teaching your kids, right? Whatever you're teaching, math, English, right? You teach your kids what you learned, right? What you know. You can't teach them something that you haven't done before. Same thing here. So the good thing about working with a company is you have someone like myself that's already been at the top of the company, right? And at the highest position, and I get to teach you and mentor you and coach all of you how to get there as well. All you have to do is be coachable and teachable and follow a proven system, okay? So the first way we get paid, once again, is by retail commissions. The second way we get paid is called open group. Now, what does open group mean? Let's say, for example, you became a senior manager, okay? And let's say you're a senior manager and you introduce Riemann to me. He said, hey, Steve, I want to introduce you to this amazing K-beauty products. Why don't you try it out? I tried the products, I liked it. And I said, you know what? I'll join as a planner, right? It's free. And I signed up. And I said, you know what? I started using it. The products are amazing. My family likes it. And I say, you know what? I could probably do about 1,000 a month in sales. And I'm your planner. I'm in your team. So as a planner, of course, I keep my 10%. But since you're at the 30% base commission tier, you earn 30 minus 10, which is 20%. So everything that I do, 20% goes up to you, which is nice because if I just do 1,000 a month in sales, you make $200 a month every single month. You're not doing any work, but that $200 comes in every single 30 days. Now, of course, $200 is not going to get us rich, but imagine you had 5 planners and you're earning $200 from each planner. That's 1,000 extra dollars. What if it's 2,000 a month or 30,000 a month, right? And yes, we're not getting rich off that, but can we all agree if additional 1,000, $2,000 or $3,000 came in every month just to offset some bills, can we agree that still would be worth it to get involved with Riemann? Because why? That could pay a rent, that could pay a mortgage payment, that could pay your insurance, cell phone bills, food, groceries, whatever it may be. We all have expenses. So here, think of this as another side hustle or side gig. And once the money starts going higher and higher, then you can put in more time, right? But this is something you can do part-time, spare time on the side along your full-time job, okay? So that's what Open Group is. Once again, you become a team leader. You're now at 40% base commission. You introduce me to Riemann. I join as a planner. I keep my 10%. So 30% of everything that I do goes up to you. So instead of making $200 now, you're making $300 per planner, just doing about 1,000 a month in sales. And it's the same thing if you have a manager in a team. Manager keeps 20%, 20% goes with you. Senior manager keeps 30, 10% goes with you. So obviously you can see the benefit of becoming a team leader and higher as well. Then we also have a uni-level compensation plan here as well. What does this mean? Uni-level just means that it doesn't matter about your position, it doesn't matter about your rank. Every person that you introduce to Riemann, right? And let's say, once again, let's say you're a planner. You just started, you paid $0, but you introduced me to Riemann. I signed up free as well. On my monthly purchases, on my monthly customer orders, you earn 5% of everything, 5%. If I also sign somebody else up and they start buying products and their customers start buying products, you also earn 5% as well. So the fact that we have a uni-level compensation, it doesn't matter what rank you are, you can still get paid on anyone that you bring into the team, which is great because why? Sometimes, you know, in these type of industries, you're involved, but somebody does better than you. You're like, oh my gosh, the person did better than me. She surpassed me. She's making more money than me. She has a better team than me. She's going so fast. What am I going to do? And you feel like you're kind of discouraged. And we've been there for it. You're happy for the person, but deep inside, you're a little crying, right? Because they're making so much money, but you're not there yet. But here's the best part with our compensation plan. Here, let's say you brought me in and I became a superstar and I surpassed you. But here's the best part. Even though I surpass you, you earn 5% of everything that I do, 5% of all my customers. If I have a person, obviously my set levels, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, level 6, you just as a planner, as a manager, can get paid on all of that, on all 6 levels of every customer, every team member I have, 6 levels down. So yes, can you get lucky like that? Yes, of course. If you sign me up, trust me on this, you wouldn't have to work a day in your life again. Does it always happen? Of course not. But can we agree that right now with K-beauty becoming so popular, it has potential for that to happen as well, okay? So that's uni level. And last for the compensation side is our leadership match bonus. Here's how this works. You guys saw a team leader position early, right? 50,000 points, you need minimum 3 senior managers, right? Let's say you became a team leader and you introduced someone, let's say me, to the Riemann business, and I signed up as well. But here's a catch. I became a team leader too now. Let's say you're a team leader, I'm a team leader, I'm in your team. We're both at the same position. Here's what the company says, Riemann says. The fact that you helped me become a team leader, on my monthly income, the company will pay you 40% of my monthly income every single 30 days. So now, if I'm a team leader, my potential income, let's say, is $10,000 a month, 10,000 US dollars a month. I'm happy for $10,000 a month. But imagine you making 40% out of my 10,000. That's $4,000 in your pocket every single 30 days. That's additional $48,000 a year, just by having one team leader making $10,000 a month. Now, of course, $4,000 a month is obviously very good. That pays off a lot of expenses. But what if you introduced and got a second team leader that was making $10,000 a month? and you're making 4,000 and 4,000 off 2 team leaders, that's $8,000 a month, $96,000 a year in passive income. Now, can we all agree, some of you would wish that your job paid you $96,000 a year, right? Without working so many hours, right? And we all know one thing as well. I'm not sure if anyone on the call have been investing in real estate or different industries or anywhere. To make $96,000 a month, $96,000 a year in passive income, you have to invest a lot of money, a lot of money. No banks are paying that kind of interest. You have to own multiple properties to get that passive income. So to get $96,000 in passive income just for having 2 team leaders making $10,000 a month, that's incredible. What if you had 3 team leaders in your team making $10,000 a month, right? That's $12,000 a month. That's a lot of money every single day. That's $132,000 a year, right? So some of you are asking, hey, Steve, is that even possible to get 3 team leaders in your team? Let me tell you something. Today, I have about 180 team leaders in my team, 180. And guess what happens? On your first generation, it's 40%. Second generation, you have 20%. So it's a very, very aggressive compensation plan. And of course, at the same time, you learn and earn at the same time. Don't worry about learning everything on day one. Yes, it could be confusing in the beginning. And of course, for me too, when I first saw this, it was confusing as well. For me, I was like, hey, if I can make some extra income on the side, I'm happy. But as it got bigger and bigger, it just started growing and growing. And now today, our team has grown into thousands of people and now doing millions and millions of dollars of sales every single month, right? So here was a video of our recent convention we had in Las Vegas, right? As I mentioned, 3,000 plus people attended this convention for our 2-year anniversary. I truly believe that in the future, we're going to be having events of 20,000, 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 people events later on. Because why? You got to think about it like this. K-beauty is not just a small household thing. K-beauty is popular globally in every single country in the world today. Korea, did you know that K-beauty is more popular, not in Korea, but outside of Korea? Did you know that? K-dramas, okay, Korean dramas. Do you know that K-drama is actually not that is more popular outside of Korea than in Korea? K-pop is also more popular outside of Korea than in Korea. And how big is the population today outside of Korea? Billions of people. And how many people love K-beauty? A lot. How many people love K-pop? A lot. How many people love K-drama? A lot. And the fact that right now we're expanding into different markets and different footprints, you're all at the very beginning stages before we open up all these territories. Think about it like this. Think about getting involved with Apple, the iPhone, when they first started in one country, but they started opening up in other markets like Hong Kong, Taiwan, Mexico, Malaysia, Singapore, and Japan, Philippines. And you get to go out there and you're the first person to bring the iPhone into these countries. You're the first person to open up an Apple store or Samsung Galaxy store in these countries. Don't you wish you were there? Don't you wish you were that person back then to open up those stores, right? We all would have. We all would have done it. But here is your chance with K-beauty. And here's the best part. When you buy a phone, you use it for at least a year or 2 or 3 or many years, right? K-beauty products is a consumable product being used every single day. After a month or 2, guess what you got to do? You got to buy it again. Are you ever going to stop using moisturizer in your face? Of course not, because your skin will be dry. You wouldn't want that. Are you going to ever stop wearing sunblock? Are you going to ever stop washing? Of course not. This is a necessity where everyone needs cleansers, moisturizers, all of that to protect the skin. And today, more and more people today are focused on looking younger and better because why? We're always on Zoom calls. We're always meeting people. We're always on, now on YouTube stuff or social media platforms where you're showing your face more often versus 10, 20, 30 years ago, right? Also, if you look at all the articles coming out right now talking about K-beauty, The Guardian came out with an article and says the next wave of Korean beauty is here and is bigger than ever. Vogue talked about how Korean skincare is living in 2050, right? And these articles just came out as well. Also, if you look at actual data, okay, I like numbers, okay? If you look at how much K-beauty was exported outside of Korea, it hit over $10 billion because the rest of the world is buying K-beauty and $10 billion surpassed came out of South Korea. Out of that 10 billion, 24.5% of 10 billion went into China. So China is buying up a lot of K-beauty. So over $2.4 billion was purchased of K-beauty in China. Then $1.9 billion came to America, which is a 57% increase from the previous year. What does that show you? That means there's a lot of demand right now for K-beauty in America. Japan also hit $1 billion in K-beauty's product as well, which is a 29.2% growth in Japan as well. So think about this. 57% increase in America with exports coming in K-beauty, 29% in Japan, and of course, all the other countries, there's of course data for that as well. Can we all agree right now that with this data, it's enough evidence showing that K-beauty is on the rise? There's a demand for K-beauty, and more people are looking for it, right? And if you look at the Google searches for people that are searching online, searches for Korean skincare have surged by 258% over the past 5 years. The term glass skin, which of course we heard before, also has seen a 202% increase in search as well. And the last thing I want to share with you is this. South Korea, for the very first time in history, surpassed France by becoming the top cosmetic exporter to the United States, with exports reaching 1.4 billion. Meaning, South Korea beat France. When I was growing up, my mom and everyone else back then, everyone was all into European products, French products, Shiseido, Japanese products, right? That was popular back then. L'Oreal, right? These things were popular back then. But for the first time ever, South Korea has surpassed France, and it's happening right now. You may think this is big. You guys have not seen anything yet. Right now, the younger generation, kids that are 10 years old, 9 years old, 12 years old, at these K-pop concerts, people from Mexico, Europe, all over the world, they're not even Korean. They go to a K-pop concert, they know how to sing all the songs. They don't even know how to speak English yet, but they know how to speak a Korean song now. How crazy is that? But when these little kids that are 9, 10, 11 years old, and these K-pop stars are their childhood heroes, their childhood songs, and they get older when they start using more makeup and skincare and cosmetics, when you talk about K-beauty to them, they're like, K-beauty? I know about K-beauty since I was 9 years old, 8 years old. It's going to be something normal to them. So if you look at what the future is going to happen, is these younger generations now is going to be more accustomed to K-beauty. It's only going to get bigger. Right now, a lot of us are getting used to K-beauty. Some of us just tried K-beauty recently. We haven't been using it our entire life, right? But the future generation, you got to think of it like this. They're going to be using K-beauty. They're going to be already accustomed to K-beauty. Because why? They grew up to K-pop. They grew up to K-dramas. So how big of an opportunity do you actually see this? That's what I see. That's how big I see this opportunity is. And for all of you that are here right now, you guys are with us at the very beginning stages for our company. And truly, to be at this time with us at this early, you definitely want to thank the person that invited you to the Zoom call, invited you to Remon to learn more about our company, to be with us at the very beginning stages. You know, in my past business career, in the past 20 years, I've been very fortunate to be at the right place at the right time in a few different business ventures that got me very successful, right? And I can always agree with you that I was at the right place at the right time. And many of us maybe have been there too. But let me tell you what the other part is. Also, one more thing that's very important. It's not about just being there at the perfect time. It's also about taking the proper action. So you can have the perfect opportunity. You can have the best opportunity. You can be at the best time in your life. But what if you just pass on the opportunity and you say no? Then you lost it, right? See, opportunity never gets lost. It's always passed to the next person. So many of my friends, when they first saw me do this, they passed on the opportunity. They said, Steve, K-beauty in America, it's not going to do well. Steve, there's never been a K-beauty company in America that did well before. Everyone told me that. So many people passed on the opportunity. 2 years later, now they're telling me, Steve, oh my goodness, I should have joined with you back in 2023. I should have joined with you. Now they're all upset, right? But guess what? It's still not too late. And for all of you right now, this is the perfect time. So say yes first and learn how to do it. But more importantly, tomorrow, we do have a company orientation. That's me going over step-by-steps on how to do the business, how to actually grow your business, grow your team, get products. And we're going to talk about the makeup launch tomorrow. We're going to talk about literally everything happening with our company. And tomorrow, we also have some amazing speakers that's going to be on the call tomorrow as well, which we're going to have, of course, Kimberly Weimer. We're going to have Jermaine Johnson. We're going to have Sarah Anderson, Anna Perry. A lot of people that's going to be speaking tomorrow with our company call tomorrow. So make sure you guys hop onto the orientation tomorrow, 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. This orientation is going to help you guys really help you guys set up the action plan and a game plan to really grow your business. Mr. Jermaine Johnson is a team leader, phenomenal. You know, he's been a youth pastor. He's been in the industry for many years as well. Kimberly Weimer, you know, she has the most customers in our company. She's like in her mid 50s, okay? She has about 2,500 personal customers, okay? And she does about $100,000 a month customer sales every single month. And she's gonna get 50% of that. That's $50,000 a month she's making just on customers, not including her team commissions. We have Sarah Anderson, which is also doing an amazing job as well. Anna Perry also doing I think Anna Perry is also from the Alabama market as well. I mean, just crushing it. And myself, I'll be on the call tomorrow to close the call. But tomorrow's gonna be a great orientation. You definitely want to be on there tomorrow on our Zoom call. So I appreciate all of you guys that jumped on our call today.